Welcome back to another video with That's Awkward ASMR. My name is Tatiana, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Bugsnax. Bugsnax is an adventure video game developed by independent studio Young Horse. In this game, players explore a mysterious island and attempt to find and capture as many half-snack, half-bug creatures that you can. You play as a journalist who basically is sent to this island to figure out what happened there, what's going on with the people currently living there, and kind of figure out a mystery about maybe some missing people and see kind of what's up with that. That's as much as I'm going to give you about the story. It's a very base synopsis. This is very much a game that I would say is very story rich. It's very character driven, a lot of character development, a lot of adult themes, even though this very much looks like a game for children. Children would still be able to play it, but there are some, innuendo things that they would not understand that an adult would appreciate more or find more interesting. And there's also a lot of characters going through some very deep, serious emotions that I'm sure adults could relate to in some way, or there could be a character you relate to a lot more than others. And it's really, as a whole, a very interesting game. Is Bugsnax something you should be playing in 2022? If you haven't, I think it is, and I'm going to tell you why. So without further ado, let's jump in. I will do a no spoiler version, so this will probably be a shorter review. There will be some footage laced in, so if you want to see no footage at all, I'll try and see if I can block out things grumpuses are saying. Grumpuses are the people in this world. Are called grumpuses. So I will try to block out anything that they say if it's going to be spoilery. Mostly you might see me catching some Bugsnax. That's all I'll try and put in to try and give you the best experience you can have when you first play this game. This game was originally released on the PlayStation exclusively. Well, kind of exclusively. It was also on Epic Game Store. I think it was like PlayStation, and then maybe a month later it was on Epic Game Store, something like that. This game came out in 2020, and y'all know that year's a blur. Like, no one remembers what went down that year, but I do remember playing Bugsnax. But you can now play it on Nintendo Switch, Xbox. It's on Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass for both PC and Xbox. It's on Steam. It's on a lot more platforms now, because just yesterday they released a big update that was completely free, which added a whole new world with a little story in it, and also some quality of life updates and a few more updates for, getting a house, doing decorating. Cute little things like that were added to the game. So if you've played previously, definitely jump in. There's a lot to do. I've been doing it on my stream, on my second channel, so feel free to go check my channel out there. I've played the whole game in its entirety prior to the update, and I'm working on the update now. So if you want to watch it, you can go check it out. But if you want to play the game, I recommend not doing that. This game is something you should go in as blind as you can, because I think you will have the most fun. I went in without ever seeing a trailer. I just heard it was good. I clicked on it, I started playing it, and it was a really good game. So we're going to talk a bit about more details. I will have footage laced through of me talking to the Grumpus characters, which is the name of kind of the people in the world. They're called Grumpuses. I will talk about them a little. I will show some footage, and I will try to block out any words so you can't see anything that they're saying, so the footage might be a bit zoomed in at some parts. Mostly, hopefully, it'll just be footage of me catching Bugsnax and things like that. But without further ado, let's jump in to Bugsnax. The first thing I'm going to talk about a little bit is the visuals of the game. The Grumpuses very much look like a bunch of Muppets running around. Very cartoony world. The little Bugsnax are from very cute to very horrifying. In the game, you can feed these Bugsnax to Grumpuses, and they do kind of take on the look of them, so they can look kind of horrific at the end, depending on what you feed them, which can kind of be a bit of fun, just seeing how you can make these Grumpuses look by customizing them with these Bugsnax. It's kind of interesting. It's a whole part of the game. We're not going to get into that too much. That's all I'll say about it. But all in all, the visuals are very cute and very much cartoony and look like something you think would be a kid's game, when it very much has a lot of adult themes, which we can kind of get into. We'll talk about characters and character development. The characters in this game, the Grumpuses, are very, very lifelike in their personalities. The performances given by the actors were very, very lively, very lively. Some of them are going through some really personal things like depression, some have anxiety, some have imposter syndrome, some have like very deep, intense things that they're dealing with, and they express to you, and you can kind of help them through some of these issues, or at least have them talk to each other. Sometimes they have issues with each other, sometimes they just have issues within themselves. It's really interesting. I didn't expect this going in. I have expected this just to be a kids game because I didn't know anything about it, but there were a lot more themes to the game, from drama to even some romance to mystery to possibly horror, depending on how you look at it. And it was really, really cool to experience a game with so many different facets to it, and like how the characters develop and go through the game. Like, truly by the end of the game, you can sit back and look at them all and be like, these are my friends. Like, I genuinely care about these grumpuses, these people. And like, it's very much a game that sucked me in. Ellie, my sister, also played this game, and she was like, played this game straight for like a whole week. Like, she was just invested, wanted to know the mystery that was going on, wanted to know what is happening on this island, what is going on with these people on this island. And it's really, really good in that way. So if you like very character driven or story driven games, you're probably going to enjoy this one. It is pretty good, and it definitely took me by surprise when I first played it. The next thing I kind of want to talk about is the Bugsnax themselves. You can catch these Bugsnax, a whole part of this game, and if you're play Pokemon, you might even like this a little bit. Your goal is to kind of catch these snacks, to catch these Bugsnax, and sometimes feed them to certain people, sometimes, catch them for yourself. There's like achievements for catching them. There's tons of trophies for this game, so if you like trophy hunting, this game is very much going to be something you'll probably enjoy. But there's lots of different ways you can catch them, lots of different mechanics the game uses, lots of different traps and stuff that you can get, and you can actually combine these traps and have to like think about, how am I going to catch this bug? This bug may like this Bugsnax may like ketchup, and so you got to put ketchup in a certain place, use a certain trap because other traps won't work. Sometimes you can use the Bugsnax against each other if they don't like each other, to knock one out. There's lots of different ways you can catch these Bugsnax, and that is a big part of the fun as well. So aside from the story elements and everything, the mechanics of the game are really fun. You can run around, catch these Bugsnax. You can spend all day just catching them, and it's a fun, enjoyable experience as you're trying to figure out the best way to catch each Bugsnax, because they're all very different from each other, and especially in all the different environments that they're in together. So I found that to be really enjoyable, the puzzles to catching them. In the new update, there's a lot more puzzles I'm finding. It's very puzzle driven, along with catching the Bugsnax. It's a little bit harder in this area. Not like crazy hard though. The game in general isn't necessarily extremely difficult, because the game, again, is very story heavy. The Bugsnax is the main part of action, because it says it's an adventure game, so maybe that's the most action in the game, is that. And it's really fun. The variety of weapons, of traps, is really, really fun, and I found it really exciting to get to a new biome and then wonder how these traps work in this biome, and what new Bugsnax am I going to find, because there's actually quite a few Bugsnax, and it was always really cool to find new ones, or just notice like, oh, there's one on the wall, like I didn't see that one. So that was really fun. It was a good experience in the game to be collecting and finding these Bugsnax. All in all, Bugsnax is a really good game. There's not much else I can kind of say about it, because I really don't want to spoil the story for you. I think if you don't know what the story is about, it's something that is going to take you by surprise. It's something that I don't think you would necessarily expect from a game like this, especially because it seems so much like something that would be for kids, and I'm sure a lot of you might have even skipped it thinking, that's just some kids game, when there's a lot more deeper things going on in this game that I didn't expect, my sister Ellie didn't expect. The writing is really witty and really interesting and fun, and again, you just love these grumpuses by the end. Like, you're like, I love these grumpuses, I want to make sure I can do whatever I can to help them. And I think that was a really cool part of the game, that I was so invested that I truly believe like these grumpuses are real and these are my people. When like I talk about them when I was streaming, even I was like, we know how their personalities are, we know how doing certain things would make them feel, and so it was just written really well and really exciting to experience for the first time, an experience without knowing anything about it. Like, I knew nothing about this game at all. I watched the trailer after I played it for an hour, and it was just like a mini trailer, and I was like, that's all I need. I don't want to get spoiled. I don't want to see anything. It was a really mini trailer. Like, it didn't show anything in the game, and I appreciate doing that because I think it really helped me to go in with like no expectations, and I think that's why I was even more surprised by what was actually in this game. And it's not something you would expect. It's definitely not what you're gonna expect. So, you know, I would say in 2022, definitely check out Bugsnax if you haven't played it. The soundtrack is really good. I didn't even talk about that, but the soundtrack is really good. It's got some bops in there. If you are interested, maybe watch, I mean, you can go watch a trailer. I went really hard with not watching any trailers, but definitely go and check it out. See if you're interested. If you liked any of the footage I showed and you're like, you know, that sounds kind of interesting, definitely check it out because I don't think you will be disappointed. Again, if you have Game Pass, it's on there. Just download it, check it out. Even you can stream it, right? You don't even have to download with Game Pass. So check it out, see what it is. If you got a Switch, play it. Let me know how it plays on the Switch. Let me know what you think about it on the Switch, because I haven't really seen much about it on the Switch yet. And yeah, if you do play it, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you love it as much as I did. You know, not everyone's gonna love everything I love, obviously, but I really think this game is something special, and it's definitely one of my favorite games. I truly love it, and like when like me or Ellie hears the music, we're like, yo, it's like nostalgic already, and the game's only 2 years old. It's like a classic already in our hearts, and yeah, so definitely check it out if you're interested. If you do check it out, let me know down below. Let me know if you enjoyed it, or if you have played it, let me know what you thought about Bugsnax. It's personally one of my favorite games, and it's a lot of fun, and I've loved returning to it. And if you have played it and you want to see me play some of the the update, the Bugsnax update, you can check out my second channel again, where I'm playing through it, and I have played through it before. So thank you so much. I know this video is a little shorter, but I didn't have much story to talk about because I really wanted you guys to experience that for yourself, and I got a bit of a headache, so if I was repetitive, I apologize. I'm like, my eyes hurt, my head hurts, I gotta go sleep. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, I hope that you have sweet dreams of gaming.